Hello. So here I am. Um, my name's Tessa. So my plan to make these videos is to show, I guess, the raw of mom life, being an entrepreneur, and just figuring it out. Um, this is definitely not in my comfort zone, just saying. But I got the idea last week to just, I don't know, share, I guess, my journey, but not waiting until I'm where I am wanting to be. Um, Not waiting until I get the end result. And I've always wanted to help people, and I think, and inspire people, but wasn't sure how I could do that without like doing a course or being a mentor or a coach or something. And I don't know that that's where I want to go. Um, but I think showing the real and the raw, being me, will help somebody. Help someone um, know that it's possible and know that you're not alone. Um, I'm not alone because it can be lonely, especially if you're starting out or you're even having a business just in general. There's ups, there's downs, there's bumps, failures, but they're only a failure if you quit. Um, what I don't want people to feel that what I do or how I do something or how I figure something out is like the way they have to do it. Um, because everybody's going to find their own way in their own journey. Um, this is literally like the unedited. This is horrible video lighting. Um, don't even know that I would know how to edit this video to make it beautiful. But just taking you along. So I don't know how often I'll make videos. I don't know if it would be daily. Really, the initial thought was a written blog. And then I just got the urge to, I don't know, do like a podcast format. And then I was like, well, maybe I could just record it and people could see my face, see the real, see this is I just dropped my kids off from school. And was like, I'm gonna do the thing before I talk myself out of it. Because that's also real. So I guess I can start with a little bit about me. Who am I? So I'm Tessa. I live in Massachusetts. Nowhere fancy. I started a custom apparel business from my husband's sneaker obsession over the pandemic. So about late 2020-ish. And I was also working in human services at the time. And I was a manager. And I had been doing that for 11 years, 12 years, 11 years-ish. And I loved helping people, but in the capacity that I was doing it, it didn't work for my family. So I have 3 kids, and I have 3 stepdaughters. Also have 2 bulldogs. They're a whole, if anybody has bulldogs, you know. But I it started as, hey, let me make sneaker t-shirts, because the ones that we were buying were, $50, $60 a shirt, but they didn't last. They were faded. So my husband had the idea of, well, let's try this out. And I got good at it, and I enjoyed doing it. So then it became, hey, can you make a hoodie for me? Hey, can you make a shirt for me? And I thought, well, I could make this a business. Let me do this full time. And as my career at the time, really, it didn't always allow me the freedom that I wanted. So I have a son in sports. He plays football. I've been a football mom since he was 6. He's now 11. Traveling is a thing. And it's more and more now, as he's getting older and as he gets better. Different opportunities are coming up, and I want to be able to give him those opportunities. So this is where it blossomed from. And then my husband got the idea of expanding to trying embroidery. And that lovely guy right back there with the failed project that's there. So it's real. Like there's the failures with it. You're not gonna always get it right. You're gonna have, a small graveyard of failures. And I don't know. I things have kind of evolved. I'm in a weird spot where I do love the design process, and I love what I do, and I make designs for the football teams. I've done stuff for schools, and I'm still finding my way with it, and that's just being real. I became a vendor for the school system. Initially thought that this was like huge, fantastic opportunity. It was a learning curve, and there were bumps, and I did not realize what I was getting myself into, and I think, bit off more than what I could chew with that project. Making 300 shirts by myself in like a week. So, learning experience, I know not to do that. I know what not to do next time. But I think I can just pass on knowledge. I don't know. I'm a little scattered. This is definitely, again, not my norm. This is definitely not my comfort zone. But this is, this is my journey, and I want to just, I guess, take people along, because a lot of people, I see people who I admire, and I know it's possible for me to get where I want to be. And even right now, if I don't know exactly where that is, I have an idea of what I want. And I just need to work on making that happen. And it's not cookie cutter, and it's not always easy. And as we're all human, so we all have the doubts. Even making this, I have the doubt. Am I gonna look dumb? What do I say? Who's gonna see this? Is anybody gonna even be inspired? What are people gonna think? What are the people, if I know somebody who sees this, what are they gonna think of me? and I'm doing it anyways. I have no idea if I'm going to post this on YouTube. I don't know where I'm going to put this. I don't even know what I'm calling this. But this is just doing the damn thing and not waiting until it's perfect or planned, and knowing all of the steps and the specifics of it all, because I've overthinked a lot of things and I wait for the perfect timing, and the perfect timing never comes. And that's just from experience. So if I waited for the perfect time to start my business, I would have never. If I waited for the perfect time to quit my career, because my husband was very supportive. He made his own career switch, and I was very supportive in that, and he was not happy where he was, so he switched it. And he's happier where he is. And that's all that matters. And we, as a family, we weren't happy. It affected our family, and I was just not truly happy anymore. And I wanted to be able to just be home with my family and have that flexibility, with all the traveling that we've done, and just being able to get up and go. I wanted to design my days, and I can. Now I need to figure out what, I guess, a routine. And again, I don't have it all figured out, so I'm not bringing you this content, I guess, if you want to call it content, to tell you, hey, I figured out life. I have not. But I've learned things, and I figure things out as I go, and I'll share what I figure out. And if it helps, I hope so. If it's not for you, that's okay. Because not every person I see, watch, is for me. And if I inspire somebody to just do the damn thing, whatever it is that you want to do, the business, the whatever, just do the damn thing. If I inspire you to just keep going, don't quit. Because I'm not where I want to be. I'm not solely independent financially on my business. I'm not making millions. I'm not making 6 figures a month off of my business. My business honestly isn't even really consistent right now. So I have consistent people who are repeat customers. And I appreciate everybody who has supported my business, who cheers me on. I have people who truly are just like, you got this. Even when I don't think I do. I've got people who truly are just like, you can do this. Then I've got people who are like, how are you going to figure this out? How is this going to work? And that's okay, because I don't know. But I'm going to figure it out, because I don't want to go back to a 9-to-5. I don't want to do that life anymore. It served me in a purpose in my life, but it's not. And I never thought I would be a business owner. If you had asked me 4 years ago, three years ago even, if you were like, oh, you're going to quit your day job and you're going to attempt to start a business, I've been like, no. I mean, if you would have told me 2 weeks ago I'm going to be sitting in front of this camera recording this, I would have told you no. So it changes. Things change. You get inspired. And that's kind of what happened, was I just kind of got this feeling, this inspired feeling to just share. And it be a way where I can help somebody, anybody. So this is totally, I feel like I've been scattered. So it might be hard to follow. And sorry, because it's just how my brain is like, the things are just going and processing. So, so yeah, I'm a mom. I love, oh, and I'm a grandma. I don't even know how I forgot that. I have 2 grandsons. That's still absorbing the fact that, you know, my oldest grandson just turned a year. You know, I feel like birthday parties have been a whole thing. I think we're finally done with birthdays for January. And then off to the ones in February. But I don't know, I'm just taking you along with me on my journey. I'll share things that I've found, people who inspire me. And then just take what feels good, take what resonates. And it doesn't all have to click. You could literally just look at this and be like, hey, there's this woman who is just trying to figure her life out and get where she wants to go. And I'm not alone in that, because I'm doing the same thing. And I'm trying to figure out where I want to go, and what my purpose or what my path is or what my passion is. And I've questioned my passion. I've questioned, what do I want to do for the rest of my life? What is my thing? But I love doing the shirts and I love designing them. And I just kept being brought back to that. So I feel like I've got to just switch gears, I think, in my business. Because it started off as, it was a side gig, side hustle. It was something I just did. And here and there, people would be like, hey, can you make me a shirt? And now, you know, I want it to be my full-time. I want it to bring in a full-time income. Because it is my full-time. I don't have anything else that I'm doing right now. But I think in just, you know, talking with a friend of mine, I discovered that I really had to treat it. I kept thinking of it like that side hustle. And I kept thinking of it as my little side biz. And I need to shift that. It's not going to pay me if I don't look at it differently. And there's a lot of things that I just know just from learning and watching people and reading books. I'm rereading, because I read it when it came out, Ed Mylett's One More. And it's, you need to read the book. It's definitely got tons of information, and where I was when I read it is different than where I am now. And I'm rereading it, and I'm going to reread it from the perspective of where I am now. I've truly, I've followed him for a while. The people that he interviews, they're amazing, and they're inspiring, and they make me want to do better, do more, know that it's possible, because he literally, like, there's the one, right? And God, I don't even know. I feel like I'm just like going off on this weird, like, but he was the one. So he was the one in his family that changed things. It's not that he came from people, his family didn't have money. You know, everybody has certain things, I guess, events that they grew up with or had happened, and he was able to be that one. He was able to be that one person who just changed things, who changed the whole trajectory of where his life went. And now he's able to change his families, his kids, and then inspire others to change and do similar. So I don't know. I mean, I don't come from a wealthy family, but my goal is to be the one to change that. Don't know, I don't know the exact path. But I'm gonna find it somehow. I feel like a lot of people have just gone with the flow, which going with the flow is okay. But I just thought my life was supposed to be the way it was, that I was just supposed to work the job and I was just supposed to do the same thing every single day. And that's just how my life was. Every day I was just going to struggle. And I don't even remember when that happened. But somehow I just thought, what if I could just change it? And then I realized I do have the power to change it. And I wish I had gotten that epiphany like so many years ago. Because that would have been useful. But we can't go back. So I know it now. And I'm doing the changes now. And it's never too late to do the changes. Hurt my coffee. So, yeah. I mean, I don't even, it's feeling kind of dumb right now. Feeling kind of like, I've gone all over, brain's kind of a little scattered. Still drinking coffee. But yeah, so my office space is in my room. My bed's right behind the camera. And it's nothing fancy. And I'm making it work. And I mean, I said this is the real. So this is the this is what I woke up to. These are my daughter's favorite school pants. Most comfy. She's very particular on how her pants fit. This is what happens when somebody does laundry and they leave a pen in the laundry and you don't see the pen in the laundry, and then you do your clothes and dry them. And this is all over the inside of my dryer. So after I do this video, I will be Googling how to get pen out of a dryer effectively. And these are completely ruined, of course. Oh, and my husband's work pants. So, walking around work looking like a Dalmatian. That's real. That is. So, yeah. I mean, it's 2023. We're almost in February when I'm recording this. I think day after tomorrow? It's the 30th of January. I still haven't done it. I did a vision board, on Pinterest. I've yet to make it a board. I am doing the Boss Babe Society membership. Just started that I started that with the initial process of starting a whole new business. What do I want to do? And that racked my brain for days of, I don't know what I want to do. I don't know what I'm good at. I don't know what I could get paid to do. The whole, like, the ikigai thing that everybody uses. And I just kept kind of thinking, like, well, I'm good at the shirts, and I do enjoy doing it, but I just have to tweak it. to where it works. And I think I need to be more consistent with posting. Definitely more disciplined. Doing the things that suck, you don't want to do, that you're not motivated to do. I get the lack of motivation. There are days where, come home and I could just take a nap or go back to bed because I get up at 6 in the morning because I enjoy my quiet time before I go get my kids awake, dressed and ready, and so I could just sit and do nothing. But I have to figure out, I guess, a routine. And this is just, I don't know, me just throwing it all out there, not having it figured out, not having a plan, not having a knowing of how, but just working with it. Gonna be learning a DSLR camera, to take pictures and videos of my son's game. So that'll be a thing. A learning curve. But I'm kind of excited about it, weirdly enough. And I was kind of like, part of me is excited about this, but I'm nervous. And I have the same or similar doubts that y'all do. Like, can I do this? Can I make this successful even with my business? Can I? Like, I've thought about, how I want people to feel when they wear my stuff, when they see it. So I've had people where I've created a design and they absolutely love it. They see it and they're just like, oh my God. Or they cry because it's something that's meant so much to them. I've been at the football games and seeing everybody wear shirts that I've made. And that's amazing. That feels great. The fact that, they're wearing what I made. That's my design that I created. And they love wearing it and they're supporting their team. That makes me feel good. So I want to make, my goal with my apparel is I want that comfy, cozy, like hoodie or shirt. Like I want it to be your go-to. I want you to feel good wearing it. I want you to be happy wearing it. I want it to remind you of something that makes you happy. Or I don't know, whether it's reminding you that you're loved or that you're worthy or that you got this. Because mental health is definitely, it's real. It's real. And I think people are a little bit more open talking about it now, but making something that might inspire somebody that just, they had a bad day and they can look down at the sleeve, or put something on the sleeve and they can look down and just, you got this. And know that they got it. Know that they can do it. Even if it's for a moment. Even if it just re-triggers that crazy, thought that's not really yours, that self-doubt that's just like, hey, I don't know what I'm doing and I don't think I can do this. And you can. I know I can. I still have doubts. But I don't let them control me all the time. Because there's still fear. And I'm still human. And I'm still working through all this shit. And I'm not perfect. So, I don't know. Maybe whoever sees this, whoever this reaches, because I have no clue who's going to see this. I have no clue who this is going to reach. I'm over here fidgeting with these darn things because I don't know what to do, because this is not comfortable for me. But whoever sees this, I mean, if there's something you're just like, hey, you know, I don't know, can you talk about this? Or just a question. I mean, I guess, I don't know where you would ask questions. I don't know if it's like, if I post this on a YouTube, if this is going to be like, you could comment. But you can ask questions. You can, I mean, if you relate, if you like it, I guess just let me know. Again, I don't know how often I'm gonna, I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna do this weekly, daily. I mean, I might, like, you know, say, hey, this is how my week is going. You know, weekend was pretty good for me this past weekend. So I'm hoping, you know, it's Monday. Used to hate Mondays. Don't really hate Mondays anymore. It's kind of like an everyday thing. It's just like, it's every day. It's another day. I set the intention that it's going to be a good day. And I'm saying it's going to be a good day. So, and it is a good day. Because I'm here. I'm breathing. I have a house. You know, as much as I have a very love-hate relationship with this thing. I have a business. I have what I need. I'm gonna be fighting with this thing in a little bit. Like, probably after I clean the ink out of my dryer. Yeah, because I'm supposed to embroider a logo and some words, and instead of ruining the shirts that I ordered to embroider them on, I just used my husband's sweatshirt. And I'm glad, because the first 2 tries were an epic failure. Made a hole in the shirt. I mean, it's, like I said, this is, I think I just got mad, shut it off, and didn't even, again, this is the real, right here. Alright, let me raise the, okay. Cancel. So I guess I'll just put this down. Yeah. So yeah, this is, I failed. So you can't really see the lettering. I don't like how it came out. Not wonderful. The bottom one looks crappy. I got stuck here. This one looks okay. This one came out okay, but I don't like the lettering. It's not really like, you wear it, it's not thick enough. But the other side, you know, again, this is the real, this is the raw, this is the, you know, this was an S. 2 seconds later, it made a hole. That's why I practiced on something else before the finished product, before the actual shirt, because this is real. This is gonna be the practice shirt for whatever. Yeah. So, I don't know. I guess, I hope you like this. I hope this reaches who it needs to. I hope it inspires someone. I hope someone can relate. I mean, I don't know, be entertained. help somebody in any way at all. Maybe I can pass on some valuable information. And in my head, I'm like, I don't even know what I know that's valuable. But you never know. Everybody can pass on something. So, I mean, it could be, as far as a how-to on embroidery, that is not where I'm at right now. But the Cricut and making shirts, I don't know. I mean, I've always been happy to help people. If someone had a question about it, I'm happy to guide them through, answer the question. I don't know if that's really where I'm going with this part of it, but I'm happy to, like, I don't know, I could do a behind the scenes of this, making a shirt, I guess. I made this one. Looks cute, but this is fuzzy vinyl. So every little black piece of lint is like on there. It stays on there, so it's kind of annoying. But besides the point. Yeah. I don't know where I'm going with this. But I'm doing it. And I'm gonna share. And in a, I guess in a format of just shooting the shit, sharing the info. This is where I'm at. This is what I'm doing. So I guess, I am going to be holding myself more accountable, and I've got to make progress. Do the damn thing to get where I want to be. So today I am making a list of what I need to do. First one, obviously, is the dryer. And then that machine right there. And I don't love that machine. It's not as easy. I've really thought it was going to be easier. And I get frustrated when it messes up and it messes up. And it gets stuck, and then I got to take the whole thing apart. And it's just frustrating. It's very frustrating. I've been tempted to throw it out the window many times. So it's a work in progress. It's a bumpy road on the road to embroidery. Some of the ones that I've done have been super easy. And then, of course, I'm trying to make my own embroidery designs because people will want their logo or something else, and that can be a challenge too. Especially when some of the software that makes it a little bit easier is like $1,000. And that's not in the budget. I think my goal is to take what I make from that and invest that into the software. So like the machine will be paying for the stuff. We're not at $1,000 profit with that. I haven't even made my money back from that yet because it's been frustrating. Aside from that, I know I will, but it's a work in progress. I've dabbled in even sewing things. I tried making scrunchies. Now it's a scrunchie. Yeah, that's not the best quality. Silk is not easy. So, shit, we learn. And I have no intentions on selling scrunchies. Although the people who do, awesome. Because they're not hard. It's just not, for me, it's just not as easy. And really, silk is just not. So yeah, this is my failed scrunchie project for my 8-year-old daughter. She does put it in her hair. It's not even that stretchy, right? I'm like, I Like, I don't even know, right? So, but it's a sewing machine too. So I've tried a couple, dabbled in little things here and there, and this is a failed project. So it's okay to fail at projects. You're not going to get it right the first time, second time, third time, 100th time. Just make progress, I guess, is one of my recommendations or advice. Just keep going. Don't stop. My shirts looked atrocious when I first started. Still have a couple. They're horrible. But I've gotten much better. And whatever it is that you're doing, just do it. And just fuck up. Mess it up. And try again. YouTube videos, because there are people who teach it. And I've learned so much from other people's YouTube videos. Or TikTok. Like, you'd be surprised. On TikTok. Little tutorials on how to do things. So yeah, don't be afraid to just go for it. And for me, I'm gonna work on making a plan of these are the important things that I need to do today and get done. And then focus on that. And I guess I did it today because the hard thing was this. So I saw a YouTube short on Ed Mylett. I want to say it was last week. Possibly. Might have been last week. End of last week, over the weekend. Pretty much saying like to do the hard thing first in your day. And it like sets up your day like that, like momentum of like, I did one of the harder things of the day, like in the beginning of the day. So the rest of the day is just like a smooth sailing. The easier things are easy to do. You just keep it going. You get that momentum. So I created that momentum today. So I'm going to, when I'm done with this video, I'm gonna Google cleaning my dryer. I'm gonna fight with this. Well, I'm hoping I'm not gonna fight with it. I really hope I can we're just gonna get this smooth sailing, because this project has been truly like, I've been working on this project for a little while. And I'm over it. I'm trying to even edit the design, and so it's clearer, and that's time consuming and frustrating. So aside from that, side rant again, this is it takes time. It takes, there's a lot that goes into the things, and I feel like there are a lot of people who there are some people, they show you behind the scenes, and there are people who they show you your life. They show you the ugly cry. They show you the hair jacked up. And then, you also see like the nice part. Cause I clean up pretty nice, but this is my norm. This is my everyday. Hoodies, leggings, messy bun, thrown up. And some people can get caught up in the Instagram highlight reel. I have. Looking at how people look. That you don't look like them. You don't talk like them. Might not be as smart as them. I've literally caught myself in that hole. Like, they did it, but they're successful, so I don't even know how I'm going to do it. But I couldn't possibly get there because I'm me. And I've caught myself in that. So, don't. And, I don't know. Write down your goals. It's random. Random, like, literally in my head. Random stuff. Just, I'm going with it. But I binge watched some of these, like, a bunch of, like, people who inspire me. And, yeah, make a vision board. I'm working on making my wallpaper. Again, I don't have it all figured out. I haven't done it yet. I'm working on that. But this is the real. This is the me. This is the we're almost in February, and no, I have not done the vision board yet. So write down your goals. And, we'll go on this journey together and work on getting there. Because I'm not going to say that, it's going to be easy, but I'm going to get there. I'm determined to get there. And it's been a long journey. And some days I'm just tired. And I don't know what I'm doing or how I'm going to figure this shit out. Or how I'm going to get to where I need to go. But I'll get there. I just trust that I will. And I'll be led, I'll be guided, I have a habit of wanting to know how. And you're not going to know the how. It's not, you don't really figure out the how completely. It's like just taking the next step. And just going from there. So, this is my rant. This is my thank you, I guess, for this chaos of a video, unorganized, just winging it. But I did it. As uncomfortable as this was, I did it. And I'll get better as I do more. And I'll probably get more organized. Ooh. Ouch. I have a pimple right there. I'm sure you guys really wanted to know that. That hurt. So, yeah. Well, I hope everybody has an amazing day. I know I will. I hope I have, made you feel inspired, or maybe, maybe you'll work on a to-do list that you can do. Maybe you'll do the hard thing first. I didn't create that. I didn't come up with that, But, hey, I'm inspired by Ed Mylett. So, if whenever I load this, if Ed ever watches it, that'd be like, hey, it's like huge inspiration. So many people. I could, there's so many to list that inspire me and that I follow. And I try to just keep my social media feed positive. All positive influencers, motivational speakers. I'm kind of, Jay Shetty, Jimmy Kern Lima, all the people, Boss Babe, all of the people. And, yeah, we're doing it. So keep going. Doesn't matter how your morning is, or, I don't know when you're watching this. Could be at night. So I don't know how your day was, or, but just keep going. Have an opportunity to start new every moment of the day, right? You can have I had a good morning with my kids. I've been having good mornings with my kids for a while. Thank goodness. Was not always like that. Last year was not like that. So this year it's different. And so even if part of your day went not the way you wanted it, decide that the rest of the day is going to be okay. It's going to be better. Because it will be. Don't focus on the negative. Don't focus on the bad. And I know that can be hard with sometimes our brains and just what we habitually think. But because I've struggled with it too. But you got to just, take a moment and squash the thought and think something different. that would be better. Or think of something that makes you happy. Or remember a moment that made you happy. Try to go back to that and then move forward. But it took me a while to realize that I create my own life. I can create the life I want. And I'm still working on figuring out what the details of the life that I want. But I know the general theme. So hopefully we'll learn all that together, and I'll take you along for the journey. And my hopes is that you'll see me progress, and you'll progress with me, and you just won't feel so alone as an entrepreneur, because it's lonely, but you're not alone, and we all have the challenges. So, Lord, I've been ranting for 51 minutes. It doesn't feel like I've been ranting for 51 minutes. But, well, okay. Well, whenever you watch this, and whoever is watching this, thanks if you made it this far. God, and if you didn't, like, scroll on past or click on past this with the randomness. Because it's definitely not. I don't know if I caught anybody's attention in the first, like, I think you're supposed to, like, catch their attention, like, the first minute, 30 seconds of the video. So I could have lost a lot of people by now. But if you're still here, then thanks. And hey. And you got this. We both got this. We all do. Right? So here's to 2023. Because 2022 was So 2023 is going to be our year. It's going to be better. It's going to be amazing. I'm going to be all over with football. But I love it, and I'm going to create the business that I want. And we're going to just thrive together and grow. So yeah. So again, this is Tessa, and I will see you on the next video, I guess. I don't know when I'm going to make the next video. I don't even know what the next video is going to be about, but it's okay, because we're just winging it. So, bye for now.